Hello, welcome. Today in Unit 15, Population and Development, let us continue our topic, Historical Background. The erstwhile Soviet Union was the first country whose government attempted to make birth control advice and services freely available. Lenin, a key supporter of family planning, distinguished neo-Malthusian propaganda from what he termed as the freedom of dissemination of medical knowledge and defense of the elementary democratic rights of citizens of both sexes. The socialists consistently maintained that the hue and cry over population was a way to divert the focus from the core issues of inequality and class struggle. For the socialists, the real issue was unequal access to resources than rising population. According to them, there was enough for everyone provided resources are shared equally. The problem lay in the lack of equal distribution, with the bourgeois and the property class unwilling to give up the large share of resources under their control. After World War II, the situation altered with a number of newly independent states joining the United Nations. By then, the neo-Malthusian demographic transition theory was well accepted. According to this theory, all countries pass through 4 stages of demographic evolution. The first phase is the pre-industrial stage, marked by a high birth and death rate and slow population growth. The second stage is characterized by a population explosion with improvement in technology and social conditions of life. The death rate is low, but the birth rate remains high, leading to the high population growth rate. The third stage marked the beginning of the decline in birth rate due to socio-economic change, and the fourth stage stabilizes this trend and established a low and steady population growth rate. The interesting aspect of the theory is that population growth was supposed to reflect the level of economic development of the society. It established a low population rate as a key indicator of an economically developed countries. The post-colonies or the countries of the Third World stood out in terms of the neo-Malthusian analysis. The countries that break oil of the duchies of the colonial rule seemed to be undergoing the second stage of demographic tension, and that is, they were experiencing high birth rates and low death rates. With better medical facilities and infrequent feminine conditions, population had not only stabilized but also increased at a rapid rate. They were considered as backward, far behind the advanced societies in terms of the economic development and technological growth, which was reflected in the persistent high rate of population growth rate. These were a matter of concern for the developed world. Years of colonialism had left these countries poor with a large population to provide for. Reduction of population became a priority with the UN. The focus was on rising nutrition level in developing countries and providing better health facilities to women and children. The proposal to set up the Population Commission came up in 1945, which was opposed by former USSR and Yugoslavia on the ground that another commission would only confuse matters given the proliferation of international bodies within the UN. But the main reason for opposing the commission was because it focused primarily on population change and the impending doom following the population explosion rather than on growth. It ignored the role of global capitalist development in the production of economic backwardness in developing countries. The Commission was nonetheless formally established in 1946. Although it had no decision-making power, it worked in collaboration with the other specialized agencies of UN such as the International Labour Organization (ILO), Food and Agriculture Organization (FAO), and World Health Organization (WHO). Here we want to close this lecture. Thanks for listening.